The construction of the 1,370 housing units under the Parkroad Affordable Housing Project in Ngara, Nairobi, was completed in 2020. The units, which costed taxpayers 4.9 billion, were later handed over to public servants and the public who had expressed interest through various payment plans. 3 years later down the line, some of the house owners are aggrieved, partly regretting their investment choices.
The units look, some units are so small. It doesn't make sense hata unashindwa where to put something or another thing. Another challenge pia ni mahali pa kuanika nguo. The linings are not enough.
Some of the residents who spoke to K24 complain of high voltage cables not properly laid and protected, CCTV cameras not covering the entire premise, and standby generators not tested or commissioned, forcing the elderly and those living with disabilities to be carried up and down the staircase during power outages.
Another challenge is also water. They are bringing bills which are not making sense. And then they don't want to give you the bill this month. They are putting like 6 months. That's when they're giving, like, this bill is not making sense.
Their complaints only confirm what is captured in a report by the National Housing Corporation on the project, which also indicate lack of common water points, inappropriately designed piping system and architectural layouts, and consequently internal foul water drainage prone to blocking. There is also a concern of shortage in water supply, with a storage capacity of only 1.1 million litres, less than the required capacity of 1.7 million litres. Poor workmanship on the borehole has also been noted to cause system failures.
If there is any public servant who will maliciously commit himself or herself that we have done this and yet it is not done, then I'm going to tell you this for free. We are not going to condone anybody.
The Parliamentary Committee on Housing, chaired by Johanna Ngeno, today visited the project for a fact-finding mission, where they were informed that to solve the mechanical engineering issues that were not addressed by the contractor in their defect liability period will cost 218 million.
The completion was done and the completion certificate was issued, but there were some defects which of course the NHC, when they were handed over, came to learn of. And they thought maybe it was not prudent to let the tenants and the people who are supposed to, the homeowners, to occupy without rectifying those particular defects. And that is why they allocated around 200 million to do the rectification and some mistakes which some leakages and some issues which were not initially put in the BQs.
There were also concerns of some unit owners renting them out to people living between 12 to 15 in the 60-meter squared units, which the legislators say is a loophole that should be addressed in regulation and policy. This solar system on the top slab of Block A was never tested, and neither was it commissioned, and so none of the residents of these apartments have used it so far. With the same state departments expected to oversee the National Affordable Housing Program, which took effect with the enactment of a 3% contribution from salaries by employees and employers, the concerns now remain to be: will the homeowners get value for money? And will those who facilitated the handing over of Parkroad units while defects were documented be brought to book? David Kagina, K24 TV.